When I first laid my eyes on the 8BitDo Lite Bluetooth Gamepad, with its 1, 2, 3 D-pads, I couldn't help but wonder what exactly this thing was for. Like, its name and available colors indicate that it's meant to be paired with the already ultra-portable Nintendo Switch Lite, but as we all know, it can't be docked and doesn't even have its own kickstand. So you either need to supply your own, or just play it lying flat in front of you. Considering all that, why create a separate controller for the Switch Lite? What exactly is this thing for? In my experience, 8BitDo has high standards when it comes to their hardware offerings, and I've never regretted purchasing one of their controllers. So I decided to give them the benefit of the doubt and give this thing a shot. Alright, so let's dig in. First off, let's get its missing features out of the way. While playing with this controller, you'll have no motion controls, no rumble, no analog sticks, and no NFC reader. But that's all fair in my book, as there's no confusion about what this product is trying to be. It's meant to be a tiny device that discreetly fits into any pocket you've got, and is more than capable of providing a solid Super Nintendo-esque game session. Like the N30 or any other retro throwback that's lacking an analog stick, it's a controller that's meant to be paired with titles that favor a D-pad. Speaking of which, the D-pads, shoulder, and face buttons are surprisingly identical in feel when you press them down. They have a strong click between their up and down states, without losing squishiness entirely. To be honest, they're pretty much identical to the original Joy-Con's buttons. While it is impressive that they're able to squeeze every Switch input onto a device that's about the size of a deck of cards, one issue that I have with the controller's layout is the awkward placement of the shoulder buttons. It's clear that to keep a clean, ultra-portable shape, 8BitDo needed to change the way that they were laid out. That's understandable, but I think that they may have made the wrong choice, giving the much more comfortable to reach position to the L and R buttons, rather than L2 and R2, which most games use more frequently. This makes games like Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze unnecessarily awkward to play. Since you use R2 so often, I found myself holding the controller in a claw position to be more effective. The controller comes with a little switch in the middle that, depending on which way it's set, lets you connect to either a Nintendo Switch or a PC or mobile device via Bluetooth. The controller charges through a USB-C port, and you can totally use it while charging, which is nice. Unfortunately, most 3D games that require any precision are pretty terrible to play with this pad, but there are a few outliers who maybe could have used a D-pad option for a more nostalgic and entirely playable experience. The bottom line with the 8BitDo Lite Bluetooth Gamepad for Nintendo Switch Lite is that it's a well-made, high-quality controller that works beautifully for the games that it was designed for. But it is a bizarre companion piece for the Switch Lite, as that console does everything this controller can do and more without having to carry around a kickstand in addition to the extra controller. So yeah, I think this is a great option as a super sleek gamepad for travel, but maybe more for playing on a laptop or even the original Switch. If I had to guess, maybe 8BitDo's marketing team wanted to ride the wave of excitement for new Nintendo hardware, and tried to match a product with it whose qualities didn't make a lot of sense. That being said, the quality of the product itself is there, and so the 8BitDo Lite gets a 4 out of 5.